So how do freight brokers get loads? We get this question a lot because, well, without loads, a freight broker is just someone sitting in front of a computer and a phone. Today, we're here to shed light on the most effective strategies that will outperform the myths and the misconceptions you'll find out there. So let's jump in. I'm Benjamin Kowalski with Freight 360, where we provide the latest transportation sales tips and training videos to help you reach your goals faster. If you're a fan of the content, please support us by crushing that like button and sharing us with all of your colleagues. And for more info on our Freight Broker course, Freight Broker Basics, be sure to click the link in the show notes or go to freight360.net for more free training content. Myth busting. First things first, let's dispel a common myth. There's no magical load board for freight brokers like there is for carriers. Platforms like DAT and Truckstop provide loads for motor carriers, but there isn't an equivalent marketplace for a freight broker. So how do we get loads? Well, the old-fashioned way, by building relationships. If you're looking for tips, though, on how to find shippers and generate leads to call, check out our other video, How to Find Shippers. Let's take you through the process. The journey for most freight brokers starts with a lot of lead gen and a lot of cold calls. Remember, freight brokerage is unique. Shippers often work with many freight brokers simultaneously. In contrast to traditional sales, our goal is to establish trust, not necessarily to replace their existing brokers or relationships. Now, this can be both an advantage and a challenge. First, the advantages of freight brokerage. Well, when we're trying to secure loads, we're not convincing shippers to do something entirely new. They already have a load that needs moving. The key is getting them to trust us with that first load. We don't need to replace their current brokers, we just need to be added to their trusted list. Plus, we don't need to sell them a product. We need them to believe in our abilities and trust that we'll do what we say we're gonna do. The second advantage is the beauty of repeat business. If you handle a load well, you pick it up on time, you deliver it on time, and you maintain proper communication, it's pretty likely you'll get more opportunities and loads to move. Unlike some industries, like car sales or auto, right? Mortgage and real estate, we don't need a new customer to move each additional load. However, acquiring more customers should still be a goal of yours. Disadvantages of freight brokerage. Well, let's talk a little bit about the challenges. The biggest hurdle is building enough trust and demonstrating your value. Shippers often wonder, well, why should I work with you when I already have other brokers with access to the exact same load boards and market? Or this one. How do I know that this broker will actually have or send a truck when they say they have one? You need to be prepared with some stories of how you've performed with other customers in similar situations or maybe similar commodities. And what could your value propositions be? Well, first, let's understand your value proposition. Maybe you specialize in the type of freight that they haul. Maybe you have carriers near their locations where their facilities are or distribution centers. Maybe you can offer backhaul options. Are you exceptional in communication and follow through? Or perhaps you have other clients who maybe also deliver to the same places that they do. Now, these are just some starting points that will help you define your unique value proposition. What it shouldn't be is generic. We can handle everything from LTL to full truckload to intermodal to air, drayage, everything in between. This approach, while very common, doesn't effectively differentiate you from the competition. You need to be a master, not just a jack of all trades. Don't be just another call that they received this week. Well, how do you, though, find your competitive edge? Here's a tip, especially if you're new and haven't pinpointed your competitive advantage yet. Ask questions, a lot of them. Tailor your advantage to the specific needs the prospect tells you. Remember, what's important to them should drive the conversation, not what's important to you. In conclusion, the art of securing loads as a freight broker hinges on trust, relationship building, and clearly defined value propositions. So ditch the myths, embrace the advantages, and put in the work to secure those loads. Remember, it's not about being everything to everyone, it's about being uniquely valuable to your clients. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other video, How to Find Shippers, for more tips. Subscribe for more insights, and we'll see you in the next video.